But what we're seeing already is that banks tend to only kind of connect with the medium and large businesses. Now, relating that to cash flow, if you need a business loan or you want some capital or that injection into the business, if you're maybe a startup, that can be really, really hard to gain that traction, put that business plan together and walk into the bank and for them to take you seriously or consider you lending that money. But what we're starting to see, and as you can see on here, small businesses are often too risky, often too costly, inefficient, and often too small as well. Again, if you relate that to the startups. But because you can utilize the information in the cloud, and if we link it back to the slide that we just looked at with the real-time information from the bank feeds, along with the up-to-date information and maybe a business advisor, an accountant or bookkeeper, banks will often, and they're starting to trust the information that is being provided to them and what's in the accounts in order to start kind of considering startups and smaller businesses for that capital. So it's opening up new doors. Now, of course, what we are also starting to see in the potential going forward for this as well is because you have all of the accounts in the cloud, you can provide maybe the bank with a read-only access. So not only can they see the business or management report, but they could actually access and view the accounts themselves to make those decisions. So you're going to see quite a lot of change over the next 2 or 3 years to the way that the banks and small businesses relationships are going to be going forward. And it's great to see that technology and the cloud are really kind of impacting that lending decision and that initial capital injection. So HMRC have also kind of woken up at last to the cloud idea as well. So our last budget, by 2020, businesses will also be able to manage all of their taxes together. Again, another link to cash flow. If you can maintain all of your tax and all of your information relating to HMRC, VAT returns can automatically be uploaded already. But being able to have that information and all of it being in the cloud, you've got much better clarity over that information in order to plan when you're going to pay your tax and calculate it and things like that. The great thing with Xero and with working in the cloud as well is not only can you have all of your real-time information coming in from what you're receipting or what you're expensing, your actual sales and other businesses processes can be connected up as well. And specifically, Xero is kind of moving away from just an accounting platform. It's really more of a business platform. And how I'm relating this back to cash flow here is because you can set up add-on partners. So for example, if you had a retail outlet, you could have vendors running your point of sale. So what this means is every single day, all of the sales transactions are being published into Xero. You've got all of the real-time information from the bank. And then again, you're keeping the information up to date and it's being kind of automated. Not only does that mean that you're looking at that information in real time, and then you can relate that back to planning and budgeting and all the things that I've just mentioned, but you can then also free up that time to be able to do things like that. So data is already being exchanged both ways on platforms like Xero. So